Good morning, guys. It is Sunday, and yes, I'm in my garage. We have company in town this weekend, so videos have been really hard to record because I still, to be honest, I just feel really weird being like, oh, I'm gonna go record a video. No, I don't like to record videos in front of very many people, ever. So, yeah, I am in the garage. If a spider runs out of anything anywhere, I will straight lose it. So let's just hope that if there is one nearby, it just stays in its place. Okay, so when I was doing my live video the other day, I talked about how I wanted to get back into a groove with my food budget because I used to be remember back I want to say back in the day, I don't even know how many years ago it was, maybe 5 years ago, I was doing my food videos where I told you what I've spent for the month, where I'm at, exactly what I spent the money on, and it was I think it's kind of fun to watch because it's entertaining to see exactly how people spend their money. I'm very intrigued by it, but I'm I just am I'm intrigued by how I spend my own money, and I don't know what it is. So I used to do that, and I used to tell you where I was at for the month and what I've spent out of my budget and what I have left and just what my plans are and everything else. So I'm I need to get back into that because I have not thought. I just buy the food we need, and that's it. Nothing goes to waste, but I don't. I just immediately, I haven't been very good about trying to be frugal or have a few okay, so with all the games and stuff and the travel we've done, we've been eating out more, and I was just I want to hone that in a little bit because it's such an easy place to save money. And who doesn't love to save money? I love to be frugal and I love to save money. So I do a lot of really basic things, basic couponing things. I don't clip coupons, but I use like I'd mentioned, Ibotta. I love that one. Just because it's really easy and you get big amounts of money back. And then Cartwheel and stuff like that. So really simple ones. If there's any other ones out there, I would love to know what they are because, oh my gosh, that's the hot water heater. Holy cow. I'm sorry. Hopefully that's not loud. So I gotta be honest, I don't know that I've ever heard it before. We just got it. It's one of those tankless ones. That was one of we had to switch out all the appliances in the house because no matter what we did, we would cook in the summer and we'd freeze in the winter, which we still do. But I think it's just because all of our appliances were over 10 years old. So I've been slowly switching those out, and it seems to help a little bit. Anyways, I wrote down every single purchase. So every Costco purchase, every $3 Taco Bell purchase, every little donut run to go take donuts to, play dates, whatever. I wrote everything down. And I was a little sick to my stomach about it. Ooh, there's a bird that almost flew into the garage. I was a little sick to my stomach about it because I completely just let go of trying to keep my food budget in check. So I used to be $500, and that was when I really was I was actually a stay-at-home mom, and I wasn't working. And my job, that was my job, and I was just what I did. And now I definitely don't cook like I used to, as far as making so many things from scratch. I would just whip up hamburger buns, which now I'm ugh, it's $1. $3. It makes more sense for me to work than spend that time making hamburger buns. But keeping that in mind, I don't think a $500 budget is practical. You guys, I'm almost embarrassed to say what the numbers were. I seriously sat down and I pulled our joint credit card, our joint checking account, my checking account, my credit card. I pulled everything. So these numbers they're shameful, but they're also not entirely accurate when it comes to food, because there's the Costco budget I used to include cleaning supplies and dog stuff, but it has a lot of cleaning supplies, dog stuff. It has this deck box that we bought, and I don't know which total it was in. There was some Mother's Day stuff that we bought. There's there's some things that don't necessarily, oh, I thought you were somebody else, Deacon. Somebody's just walking around my driveway. It's 7 a.m. for the record. I just woke up. We're going to the lake today. So I'm definitely unshowered and a hot mess. But I spent $1,053. We spent. Okay, because there was date nights in there too. I didn't exclude anything. There was date nights in there. There was a couple thank you dinners. So this is a really overly generous starting number. And at first I'm well, I could take out I could just easily shave $300 off the top because of things that were maybe the fixtures for the house or whatever it may have been. So that was that. That was last month. Yeah, that was, what are we in? That was all of May. Okay, and that included the big $300 Costco haul and just all sorts of food, because remember we were traveling a lot too. So that included like going and seeing my sister, going and seeing his kids, and all the food stops along the way. So all of that. And then we have April. And April included, did April include? I think April, yeah, part of April included New York, which was very expensive. I mean, how many times do we really need cupcakes? So I think we spent $100 on cupcakes, and I'm not even joking. Like, it was bad. So we spent $1,500 that month. And that included, though, like I said, that included a week in New York and eating out. So really not that bad when you think about it. Most of the money went to cupcakes, but we ate pretty cheap otherwise. So that was that month, which, like, I saw that and I was like, I was embarrassed. I was super embarrassed. Our company was there and I'm really close with, so it's not a big deal. But like, and Becca was there and I was like, you guys, like, do you see this? I can't believe this. And not all of it, like, it's just, you know, my pocket, it's household. So, and then the month before was 1,053, which is a little bit more of a normal month, but a lot of games, like a lot of, I mean, the last 3 months, all have been. We've had something Monday through Saturday. It's either practice or a game and practice, or 2 practices, or whatever it is, Monday through Saturday for the last 3 months. So it's been really hard eating at home, but the kids are going back to school. I am getting to a point where I'm going to be able to, like, you know, get a grip on my schedule again. All the seasons are ending. Soccer's ending, baseball's ending, golf's starting, so that one's a little different. But yeah, it's crazy. So I think my goal, I don't think 500 is a practical goal anymore, but I think a practical goal would be 600, 650 with Caliber, because Caliber has been costing me a little more to feed just because he's been a diva lately. So I don't know if I want to try to make it 600 with him. This is where I'm stuck. I don't know. Like, I feel like 600 would be a really good challenge. What do you guys think? 600 would be a challenge. 650 I think would be really easy. I think that's probably when you take out the travel and you take out like the deck box and, you know, the inner tubes that we recently bought and from Costco, and like, you know, like when we buy, I don't know, like flowers, like I said, there's some Mother's Day stuff in there and stuff like that. It's probably close to that. This is a kind of a hard video to share because I'm a little embarrassed, but when I say that it's not just food, it's kind of like, okay, well, when you're accounting every single thing you're purchasing, because we only river shop at like Costco, then it's a little different. And there was like a marketing lunch I had, so I don't know. Anyways, that's where I'm at. So I think my goal, I think a hard goal would be 600. And I think at least for this month, just because I had that huge Costco haul, a $500 goal would be very realistic, because I just spent a fortune at Costco like a week ago. My arm's falling asleep. Anyways, I'd love to know what your budgets are, because we're a family of, you know, we're a family of 4, all basically full time. Yeah, so I'm curious. That hurt. I'm not awake yet, you guys. It's so early for me for how late I was up getting stuff ready for the lake. I'm exhausted, but we're gonna go lake here in about, I think we're gonna leave here in about a half an hour. Should be a really fun day. We split, it's potluck style, so that saves money there. Anyways, that's it. Like I said, this video is a little hard, so be nice to me. And yeah, let me know what you guys spend a month, and if you have any tips or tricks or apps or easy things. So I'll talk to you soon.